Shalom, Labachayim Shal Yashala. Peace be to the elect of the nation of Israel, consisting of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, or Native Americans, the elect chosen of you, who are of the stock of the 144,000, Hanabayayim, Harashim, the prophets, the heads of the nation of Israel, 12,000 from each respective tribe of the 12 tribes of Israel, and of course, the rest of the innumerable multitude, which are consisting of the believers, of men, women, and children, helps of the prophets, friends of the prophets. Okay, which salvation and that Tawah collectively will be given unto you by obviously Yahweh, by Shem Yahushai, due to predestination. Of course, you coming back in your lot to receive your salvation and to be exempt from this judgment, which is imminent. This judgment to Babylon the Great, which is America, and to the rest of the places throughout the earth where Esau, Edom, has had a hand in destroying, which the earth has been given into the hand of the wicked. So Esau has done wickedly everywhere. Alright, that's why his title is being the Bardo of Wickedness. Alright, so I say Shalom. Wa call Halayim La Allahayna Yahweh Bashim Shai Bashim Kodash. All praises to our power, Yahweh, which is the Heavenly Father's name in the Hebrew, which means He is, He exists. Bahashem meaning the name, Rakha meaning spirit, Kodash is holy. Alright, Yahweh Shai is our Ga'alia, our Redeemer. Alright, Ga'al Nawa, alright, our Redeemer. And of course, by Shem Kodash, giving us the spirit to do these different videos and to prophesy to those dry bones, which is the Israelite here in America primarily, but wherever you've been scattered to, and you can wake up to the truth. All right. Of course, I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone who are well. Peace and salutations to the elect. My name is Mafa from the Great Millstone, Machana, a Great Millstone camp here in Babal, America, coming again with another wee lesson, Mike Lamadium, which we see, it says major, and this is, the date is, make this important to say the date is December the 10th, 2019 year, Chragma being the RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast, also known as the NFC chip. This is the article title off of Zero Hedge, and I also have another article off of the other site off of Yahoo, which this one reads, it says major freight carrier bankrupt, leaving 3,000 truckers jobless, many stranded on highways. That's heavy, that's kabod. The other article, another 1,000 truck drivers, and this was published on the 6th. This article right here was published on the 9th. Okay, this one I actually got wind of this by one of those a guy off of YouTube called Double7. Another 1,000 truck drivers lost their job in November, and it's a chilling sign for the economy. Economy being what, the household management. So first we'll go into what is a freight carrier. Let's get that real quick. Freight carriers are the freight companies that physically transport, aka carry, the freight on behalf of shippers. In most cases, they are not also freight forwarders who manage shipment on behalf of the shipper. However, NVOCCs are a kind of combination of a carrier and a forwarder. It says if you are making international freight shipment, the shipment will likely be carried by a separate freight companies for pickup, main transit, and delivery. The freight company or freight trucking companies and railroad companies carry most pickup delivery. And the domestic freight, cargo, standard airline for air freight, and ocean carriers for sea freight carry most international freight. So you get, just to give you a wee bit of understanding on the freight, okay? So we got the different carriers who carry the different goods and such, physically transport or carry the freight on behalf of the shippers. And so we'll go to the article and read this one. It says here, as manufacturing recession gains momentum. Okay, manufacturing recession. You see that a recession is a slowdown. We'll get the actual definition. Or hope. So you get the definition, Slovakia. It says a period where temporary economic decline, okay, which trade and industrial activity are reduced, generally identifies by a fail of in gross domestic product in 2 successive quarters. Alright, so you have a temporary economic decline, which you have the trade and industrial activity is reduced. That's what it says. And it says job losses are symptomatic of a recession. Okay, economic decline, downturn, slowdown. Obviously, you have the boom is the direct opposite, in which there's going to be an actual economic collapse, totally. And we're just on the brink of it. Signs of many of these different people who, they have the main job to deliver their different goods. They're at a halt, being laid off. Well, not even laid off. They're left jobless. Let's read the article. It says here, as manufacturing recession gains momentum, the largest U.S. truckload carrier, so this would be a truckload carrier, all right, freight company, right, filed for bankruptcy on Monday morning. Okay, bankruptcy. Just to go into it, the state of being bankrupt. Okay, a financial ruin. Okay, and actually, I want a better definition. Let's go into it. Let's see, bankruptcy. Bankruptcy is a legal process through which people and other entities who cannot repay debts to creditors may seek relief from some or all their debts. Alright, which these different companies, they owe the different bankers and such, okay? Because the bankers, the elite bankers, they have control of all the different central banks, okay? All the different money that's being issued. Okay, they have the whole earth in their hand. Okay, so you have it where they different these people are entities. This being this particular company, they can't even pay back the debt to the creditors. Okay, which, as the scriptures tell you, that the borrower is servant unto the lender. Okay, in this shite system which we have. Okay, now going back to the actual article, it says leaving 3,000 truck drivers or lorry drivers, as we would call it in Scotland. It says in the 500 administrative positions without a job 2 weeks before their so-called Christmas. Okay, so they got a mathath or a gift, the early gift. Okay, it says Indianapolis-based Celadon or Celadon, filed for voluntary Chapter 11 bankruptcy in early hours of Monday morning. Bankrupt. Around 1:43, headlines via Reuters, another news outlet, confirmed the bankruptcy in who all domestic and international operations have been halted. So you have this company here, which is the largest truck carrier, filing bankruptcy, in which this happening affects, and as it says, it halts international operations and domestic. Okay. Celadon Group and all affiliates commenced voluntary Chapter 11 cases. All right, so you have it where all these goods is slowed down. Okay, no truckers to actually move the goods, and the company itself is shut down. That's bad. That's very bad. Okay, leaving a lot of businesses are going to be affected by this thing happening. It says Celadon also announced that it will shut down all business operations effective as today, mean Monday. Is currently, as I knew it, the 10th. Okay, which that was yesterday. It says December 9th, 2019, Celadon Group says this shutdown does not include Taylor Express business headquarters in Hope Mills, North Carolina. Celadon Group intends to use its Chapter 11 proceedings to wind down its global operations. Because as you see, these different companies, they've been just staying afloat just off of just taking out debt. Okay, for the most part, you thinking that a business is in a good case because they're still in operation. Many of these different businesses just been taking, these different loans and such, try to keep themselves afloat, and then what? It hits a heat, and when it has to, you have to come to terms where I can only pay back that debt. All right. And let's go down. It says it has filed a voluntary petitions for relief under the Chapter 11 or bankruptcy code in the U.S. bankruptcy code for the District of Delaware. It says to support wind down the operation, Celadon lenders. Okay, right? Because really, when you just as I said, the borrower is subject to the lender. Okay, Celadon's lenders, have agreed to provide incremental debtors in possession financing. Okay, what that would be. Let me see if it can come up with something. Let me see if I can find something on Google real quick. Alright, so DIP financing overview. Debtor in possession financing, or DIP financing, is a special form of financing provided for companies in financial distress, typically during restructuring under a corporate bankruptcy law, such as this title or bankruptcy Chapter 11 in U.S. or in CCAA in Canada. Right? Let's see what else it says. I'm not going to go into it that deep. I have to go maybe into it at another time. Yeah, so it's just a special financing. Alright. So let's say I go back. It says here, Celadon CEO Paul Shividlan told WATHR Minneapolis that the entire company would would shut down business operations set for the Taylor Express subsidiary in Hope Mills. All right, so they got this other subsidiary, okay, which just to get some understanding on a subsidiary, sub definitely being under, and let's see what this other part being dairy would be. And it says here, less important but related, supplementary to, right, which is a subordinate, secondary. You have when you have like of course when you have, say, like when you're body and such, you get your actual nutrients and fulfill that. And of course, in bodybuilding terms, then you supplement on top of that, okay, in addition, to help build yourself up. So in this case, of course, it's sub under, all right, but less important, okay, because really, the main bulk is being done by, you would say, the major company, being Celadon, okay. Now Taylor Express, they will be open, okay, but that's going to close as well eventually, okay. Give you them prophecies soon. It says, Savetline said the company will guarantee delivery of their last loads and instruct drivers where to leave the trucks. So look, you just gonna drop. You think these a lot of these different truck drivers gonna bug out? I know, like, you have it where they try to, got you different CDL and such, go to another place, but all these different jobs is they're coming to close, an end, because Babal, which is America, is through. It's finished the mum. Okay? It's being destructured. It says, we have diligently explored all possible options to restructure Celadon and keep business operations ongoing. However, a number of legacy and market headwinds made this impossible. Okay? Now, I'm just speculating possibly the different trade war, okay, between China and the U.S. This will continue to go on. So Celadon has faced significant costs associated with multi-year investigation into action of former management, okay, including the reinstatement of financial statements, when in combination with enormous challenges in the industry and significant debt obligations, Celadon was unable to address our significant liquidity, okay, constraints through asset sales or other restructuring strategies. So they couldn't get things together after trying and attempting to, restructure things, okay, liquidity, all these things. It says, therefore, in conjunction with our lenders, we concluded that Celadon has no choice but to cease. So they just came to a council and said, hey, we might as well just close this down. There ain't no coming back. All right? Isn't there any reviving, okay, for the company? Okay? But to cease operations and proceed with an orderly and safe wind down of operations through the Chapter 11 process. It says a source told WTHR the 3,000 truckers across the country are jobless on Monday morning, and many are stranded on highways with no money for fuel as gas cards has been shut off. Cause you see it, cause you become a trucker. You get, obviously you work for the company. They have the gas cards to provide for your travel to get the goods to wherever it have to be delivered to. But with the company filing for the bankruptcy, okay, all that's cut off. The operations is set off. So these truckers are through, okay? And also the goods, okay? Well, let's see. Over the weekend, rumors of Celadon collapse spread on Facebook like wildfire. Reports of truckers stranded on highways as their gas car and maintenance contracts to service trucks were shut off. All right. Some Facebook offered their users offered homes and a hot meal and transportation for stranded truckers, considering Christmas is several weeks away. And this is how hot, okay, this place is. Where trucking is a very, for being a profession, you make a lot of money in that. You see that it's been dwindling down. Okay. Let me see. Let's just go and check. Average trucking. All right, let's just check. Yeah, you can expect a salary for you got this off of Indeed.com. You can average salary at least $60,000, okay, per year in the United States. Okay, that you got that here. Salary estimates are based on. You got this different anonymously submitted information. Okay. So that's basically that's that. I mean, I'm not sure where they getting the actual based on what year, but yeah, it says according to the Business Insider, median wage for truck drivers in 1977 hovered to around. Look at that. Back then you were making more money, all right, in today's dollars, okay. But no, you says average. They placed the current average at 43. Basically about $43,680, and you'll see there's been a 45% decline in wages. This can largely be attributed to the Motor Carrier Act of 1980. Now I have to check into that as well. Another lesson. Let's continue to go on. This place is through. Road maintenance is not picking up. Master Fleet cut ties with Celadon. Alright. You broke down. You left stranded. You kind of get. And that truck just going to sit. Okay. This is amazing. It says, because of iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Quar. Alright. It says, to top it off, TA mechanic just left with no fix for us. Truck is plenty much deed. And this is, I believe, this would be maybe from one of the tribes, possibly. Issachar, possibly. Yeah, it's pretty much deed at this point. We cannot move or start it, and no truck is coming for us. Here we are, just told to wait. Any recommendations on what to do next? Cannot kindly move. Have fuel tank, but the truck is inoperable. This is all the Lord day in these things. It says to sell. Let me see. I want to get this precept. Let's see. Lord will Yahweh says I get this precept. This is a good precept I had read a long time ago, but let me see. Appear good. There's a precept. It speaks about. I may have to Google it. Let me see. Things appear for good or evil. Bible. might be it's a precept in the Apocrypha about telling you about like how, for what like things appear. It's basically for good or something of that nature. Just roughly paraphrasing. I want to find it though. Yep. Sirach chapter 37, 18. The water Yahweh Bashem Yahshua Bashem Rekakodesh Kaya Pakwad for the precept. 37:18. Let's find that right now. Aita Yam Yun Aita now, right now. Alright, so let's pull it up. 16:11. Sirach chapter 37. Let's get it. 37:18. It says, For matter of things appear, good and evil, life or death. So you got for good or good, what rai, good and evil. Chaya, which is life, wa mawath, and death. But the tongue ruleth over them continually. Okay? So, for matters, things appear. Alright? It's either for good or evil. This is what? For bad, for evil. Alright? It's going to bring bad times for the different truckers. Look, it says here, to the Celadon driver group. This is by this particular Susan Dahl Barnes. To Celadon drivers of grip, if you need help with getting a safe place, a hot meal or shower, no action from Kasap is allowed. Please message me. I will work with the group to make this happen. We disagree to fight at the drop of the hat, but we are family and let's support those that are in need. Yeah, so I mean, this is affecting so much. All right, so let's see. It says the collapse. Let's go back to archive. The collapse of Celadon comes after a grand jury indicted the former executive for cooking the books. All right, what these different executives, they doing different matters of corruptions and such. Embezzling money. Look, you're gonna go into it. It says last week the U.S. Attorney General Josh Mickler announced the indictment of former COO, which this would be the former management it was speaking about in the actual the beginning of Rash of the article, which is speaking about they tried to correct things after the previous management and such. All right, this is the reason. All right, it says CEO William Meek and former CFO Chief Financial Officer, senior executive with the responsibility of financial affairs of the corporation, Bobby Peaver, and it says we're both facing wire fraud. Okay, this will give you some wire fraud. Let's go into that. Let's go into all eight terms. Okay. Mail fraud, wire, or federal crimes in the United States involving mailing or electronically transmitting something associated with fraud. Okay. Jurisdiction is claimed by the financial or the federal government. Okay. When it illegal activity crosses interstates or international borders. This is what E does. It says security fraud and conspiracy to commit fraud. All frauds and robbery. All right, and that's what Covetous Man day. All right, that's what he do. Okay. This book of Habakkuk chapter 2, and just going in and 4. It says, "Behold, his soul that which is lifted up is not upright." in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Right? And this is what the spirit of E is. Okay, the E on back to Ishashua Adawam. Okay, in the Hebrew, waste away is he, and Adawam meaning red. All right, the red man whom we know is E today because of the censorship. Okay, they're the Rishayim, the wicked. It says of the earth. It says, yeah, also because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire as Shawar, hell, and as death, and cannot be satisfied, but he gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Okay? And this is what they do. Okay? It says, woe. I'm gonna probably go back to some of these scriptures. Just want to finish off this article. All right, they give you some different reports, different recession triggered slowdown. Okay, in 2019. They give you the different, showing you some of the different look at it, numbers and such. Okay, one in a big recession here. In 2015, 2016, okay, a big boom, all right, that's the opposite, okay, and you have a big downturn, okay, you're going to the percentile, 0%, all right, going down all the way down, -6%, etc. But the overall economy rapidly decelerating through the fourth quarter, and likely into 1Q, I believe that's 1Q, maybe the first quarter 20. It says the trucking bust will likely get more severe as the stranded Celadon truck drivers, some might not make it home for the holidays. So they just completely just shite out of luck and are out of favor, out of Khan or grace, because the different companies don't give up. They're due. Okay, so the curses are definitely fine, and they're falling on, the E. All right, the nation of E. All right, Adawam, Yum. Okay, and of course you have it. Some of our people are wicked at, a lot of the different truck drivers. They, Issacharites, so-called Mexicans, and a lot of different probably like a lot of Levites. I be seeing like a lot of different truckers. They be like, even of looking at it's like foreigners and such, just working. All right, this place is through. Another 1,000 truckers lost their job in November. It's a chilling sign for the economy. All right, small trucking company. Look at it. Trucking has been in a recession in 2019. The whole industry. Small trucking companies and owners, operators, truck drivers who work for themselves, self-employed, all right, have been hit the hardest. After an uptick of 700 trucking payrolls in October, the industry slashed another 1,000 jobs in November, according to the monthly jobs report released by the federal government. And that's according to them, they people. Alright, which they known to being liars. Okay, it says the trucking industry slashed 1,000 payrolls in November, according to the most recent report of jobs by the Bureau of Labor Statistics. The job cuts come in time when the trucking industry should be ramping up for the holiday season. Why? Because more buying, selling is happening. They supposed to be me, of course, freighting these carrying these goods, all right, all over, the country, domestically, all right. Speaking about America, it says warehouses and storage companies, for example, added 8,000 jobs last month, and in November 2018, some of the 4,100 trucking jobs were added. All right, that's according to them, by the way. ACT research of America's 800 billion trucking market has been in a recession since 2019. Freight volumes have declined. All right. Freight volumes. Let's go on to it. Shoot, this was soggy. Okay. Freight volume is a shipment that exceeds standard sizes, or volume freight, that is, but standard sizes and dimension. The truckload is not enough to fill. Volume shipments are more than 6 pallets or 5,000 pounds of goods. Alright, so that didn't really give me much, but basically the amount that volume is being, that the amount of, goods being declining, just to go on the spirit. It says for 11 months straight, manufacturing, which tracks the trucking industry, has contracted 4 straight months. In the first half of the year, about 6,000 trucking companies went bankrupt, or 640. Damn. According to the trucking industry data from Capital, or Broughton Capital LLC, that is more than triple the number of bankruptcy in the same period last year. Here's the number of jobs added or removal in 2019. Trucking payrolls. You could go into the numbers on your own. Red flag for the rest of the economy. Everyone in the C-suite and the individual truckers are increasingly blaming their woes on the industrial recession. Right, all of the manufacturing going down. It says on that's being kicked off by Donald Trump trade war, which I said, okay. The trade war, which Donald Trump is basically, he's plunging the world economies into this recession, okay, into this collapse. All right. So let's just leave off with some precepts. Let's finish off. It says here, back Habakkuk 2:8, it says, because thou hast spoiled many nations, all remnant of the people shall spoil thee. Right? And then you can read before. Let me go back to 6. It says, shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunted proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increases that which is not his? How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay, going to Ibatya, which is what? Yeah, that's the Hebrew word for thick clay, which goes into the heavy debts. Okay, which what? America, was it U.S. and what 20? You go into that debt clock. 23 trillion. All right. Okay. U.S. national debt, 23 trillion. And man, go down. Yo, and growing as the day continues. All right. This is through. That's all this means. Through. Okay. All right. So, E has laid himself in thick clay, heavy debts and pledges. Okay. They different people owe to the bankers, okay? These companies and all, okay? So there's going to be a crashing at the hills, as it tells you in the book of, I believe that's Zephaniah, if I'm not mistaken, the first chapter, possibly. And it's lucky if I just name that one. Let's see. I'll just get it. Yep, Zephaniah 1:10, it shall come to pass that in that day, said Lord Yahweh, that there shall be a noise and a cry from the fish gate, that being the marketplace. All right, being what? That's the modern day stock market and all that. Okay, stock market, Wall Streets, etc., etc. It says, in a howling from the second, and a great crashing from the hills. Okay. Ho, ye inhabitants of Magtesh, which is a merchant. It was a merchant city. Okay. For all the merchants, people are cut down. All that bear silver are cut off. Okay. There's going to be a howl from the hills. Okay. You know that hills in the scriptures, hills and Mars are Har. That is Slaki, not Mar. Har, hills and mountains, they represent governments and such. Hill. Let's see, was that the one I wanted? I wanted howl, crashing from the hills, howling. That is Ya La La, Yalal La, or something that. It says a wailing, distress. Okay, because these people are gonna bug out when this happens. Okay, completely. All right, you got truckers left stranded. All right, let me get this. Isaiah 19, I believe. Isaiah 19 and 15. We're gonna hold that, and also. We're going to get the book of Ezekiel, chapter 25 and 5. It says, by thy great wisdom and by thy traffic hast thou increased thy riches, and thine heart is lifted up because of thy riches. And that's how alright, ha'adawam, yum, the Edom, okay, as you go into it, the wicked, Harashayim, alright, their minds have been lifted up in great pride, because of their different riches. Okay, lifted up. You got gabah, which that's pride, I believe, when you go into it. Well, gabah to be lawfully proud. Yep, high, lawfully tall. Okay. You ain't supposed to trust in these uncertain riches and stuff. Quick precept. Yeah, this is the book of 1 Timothy 6 and 17. Charge them that are rich in this world. All right, which what we give them a charge, which we give you what? I'm going to that word for charge. See, just to go and check, this be 100%. Declare, order, yep. To declare, gonna make it known to you that are rich in this world, that they be not high-minded, nor trust in uncertain riches, but in the living power who giveth us richly things to enjoy. Is truth and such. Okay? You are trusting in these uncertain riches. This is what E has done, and it hasn't done him good in the end. Right? Look what it got him. It got people. These people are gonna go out, go after him. All right. It says here, Psalms chapter 62 and 10. Trust not in oppression, because they oppress these truckers working all these long hours. And look what they did in the end. They left them stranded. Okay. It says, trust not in oppression, and become not vain in robbery. If riches increase, set not your heart upon them. Okay. Right, it says the power has spoken once, twice I heard this, that power belongeth unto the Most High. Right, also unto thee, O Lord, belongeth mercy, for thou renderest to every man according to his work. And look what's happening. All the people are being judged for whatever they done. Okay, Jake is being judged for going astray from the power, not being, of course, sorrowful deeply. E is being destructured. The heathen with them, okay, who collectively have made so much money off of their goods, and they're gonna howl too, as well, when this whole thing goes to shite. When this place get literally lit up as a loch or a lake of fire, okay, and the nuclear destruction, the different nations, as you read in Revelation 18 chapter, they're gonna be like in the state of what? Let me see. I'll just get it. Revelation 18. We gotta get the other precept and pretty much law a little bit. It says here. It says here, Revelation 18:10, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city, Babylon, America, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. That's going to happen via the ICBM missiles, nuclear missiles, and the fire from the chariots and such too. It's going to bring this place down. It says, this place is going to be a habitation for nothing but doleful creatures, as it tell you. Alright, it says, and the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore. Okay? This is going to be destroyed. Simple as that. The merchants of the earth, the other nations, they're going to cry. Alright? It goes on, just skipping around. It says, the merchant of these things, which it mentions all the different things. Okay? It says, the merchant of these things which were made rich by her, okay, shall stand afar off up for the fear of her torment, weeping and wailing, and saying, Alas, alas, that great city that was clothed in fine linen and purple, being royal, and scarlet, and decked with gold, and you acquire a bunyum or precious stones and pearls. For in 1 hour so great riches come to naught, and every shipmaster and all the company in ships and sailors, and as many that trade by sea or stood afar off, and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, What city is like unto this great city? Okay. Not what is like America. America being made so-called. We're making it great again. Isn't it being that? It says in cast they cast their. It says and they cast dust on their heads and cried weeping and wailing. Okay. Alas, alas, being in mourning, the great city wherein were made rich all that had ships in the sea by reason of her costliness, for in 1 hour she is made desolate. And that's the amazingness of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. The Palawath, alright, the wonderful Barakium of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, bringing all the different nations down to the ground, alright, from this happening, occurring. Where's that other precept? I read it. Did I read it? Ezekiel 28, right? By thy great wisdom, and by thy traffic, thou hast increased thy riches, and thine heart is lifted up because of thy riches, right? Right, so you've been made rich off of thy traffic. This traffic, Rakalah, which is merchandise, traffic, or trade. Okay? The Lord is bringing you down. Okay? As it tell you in the book of Obadiah. It says, Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou greatly is despised. The pride of thine heart has deceived thee, thou that dwells in the clefts of the rocks, S.E., whose habitation is high, who said in his heart, Who shall bring me down to the ground? Alright? But it goes down and tell you that you will be brought down. Okay? You shall build, and tell you that it shall build and it shall break down. I'm not sure if it's in this chapter, but at this time, because I'm just in the spirit. But yeah, so yeah, this place is through. As you can see, I'm gonna leave this last scripture, Isaiah 19 and 15, right? It says, neither shall, I'm gonna start at 14. It says here, the Lord Yahweh has mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt, Montezarian, but this is spiritually sought in Egypt, to err in every work. Therefore, thereof, as a drunken man that staggereth in his own vomit. Right. Neither shall there be any work for Egypt, for Babylon, which is America, which the heat or the tail, branch or rush may do, or day, as I say. It says, in that day shall Egypt be like unto women, and it shall be afraid and fear because of the shaking of the hand of Yahweh of hosts, which shaketh over it. So this place is through. All right, this place is through, and it's amazing to see how Nepal saw Rishayim, the fall of the wicked, before our eyes. Okay. So with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai B'Shem Rekakodash. Call Halayim La Alahayina with Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai B'Shem Rekakodash. Call Hawad La Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai B'Shem Rekakodash. All praise and glory to our power Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai B'Shem Rekakodash, and double honor to those apostles at Great Millstone. Well, peace and salutation to the elect. Keep, of course, occupying prophecy, and of course, ending it off with a curse. Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai B'Shem Rekakodash. B'Bakshah Bakshah Bakshah Shemada Plathraita. Wa Shalach Rayam, wa Wathium, wa Haragium, wa Mashapatium. I am all call Adawamium, wa Ayabium Nawa, wa Hagawayam. Baba Yahweh Shem Yahushai Mahar Baksha Tawada Tawabaman, which should just basically pray Yahweh Shem Yahushai to send evils and judgment and killings, and I don't know if I said Nashim, but of course I want to say that too. But to of course our enemies, Esau, right, and destroy this place, Babylon, quickly. All right, and of course, curse onto you and want to take down videos for the heck of it, as you're through. All right, with that, I want to say shalom.